Greetings, folks, family and friends of Townsville Grammar School. I'd like to formally welcome you tonight and I'd like to formally introduce you to our first of our arrivals. It's wonderful to have our families watching. We have our first arrival arriving this evening. It's a white Mercedes, a 1965 Mercedes-Benz 220S, driven by Sandy Marlowe, the owner. They will be coming around the corner in grand style any moment now. The two lucky people to be driving in that are Ted Muller and Ina Singh. Ted and Ina have been really close friends since primary school and are happy and lucky to be spending this night together. Poor old Mr. Muller. After having spent this many years together, then Mr. Muller will certainly be missing Miss Singh after today, because they will be going in their separate directions. But I would like you to formally welcome them when they arrive in style at the top of the quadrangle in their beautiful 1965 Mercedes-Benz white car. Next arrivals this evening are Madeline Tilson and Sebastian Eve in a 2018 red Ford Mustang, lots of letters and numbers here, GT 5.0 LTV8. Sounds like a calculus problem, driven by Trevor Heath. With a dramatic colour like that, how could you possibly compare? So both are wearing fully black outfits. Please welcome them to tonight's festivities. Madeline Tilson, Sebastian Eve. Our next arrivals, Isabella Wong and Hugo Wong. They're being driven in a black 2018 Ford Mustang GT. Adam is the driver, Adam Michael. Hugo and Isabella have been friends since doing the International Baccalaureate program together, where they share a struggle of cramming last-minute study sessions at the JCU library before every exam, especially for IB Chemistry. Please welcome them. Well, the Mustang dealership is doing very well out of Townsville Grammar School this evening. Finn Mitchell and Anjola Akanyabi are arriving in a 1965 Ford Mustang convertible V8. Anjola and Finn have known each other since year 7, and Finn feels honoured to be accompanying Anjola. Oh, well done, Finn. Now, folks, in case you're wondering, it's not me who writes this stuff, it's the students. So this is perhaps the best one. TJ Rono and Ashna Sabisen are arriving in a Range Rover Sport Black. And this is the text that they want to accompany their arrival. Rejoice! TJ and Ashna have arrived. High school wouldn't have been the same without these two great friends. Oh. Dressed to impress, TJ in a classic black tuxedo and Ashna in a stunning metallic gown. They are ready to dazzle us tonight. I'm telling you this all now so you can prepare yourself before they get out of the car. Perhaps Kenya and Sri Lanka trade agreements can come to fruition tonight as we celebrate the unity of our diverse backgrounds. Wow. Their bond is as strong as their impeccable style, and tonight they shine bright. I'll leave you with that as we welcome them to tonight's festivities. Arriving in style is our school captain, Yasmin Eaton, and Noah Pacey in a white 2015 Ford Mustang GT. This is an interesting dialogue here. Noah and Yasmin have not known each other for very long. However, they first met when they were in the same group for Year 9 camp on Magnetic Island, and they have savoured their time having fun conversations and preparing for formal. So tonight is a culmination of that time of preparation and fun. Please welcome them. Declan Muldoon and India Pelling are the next to arrive in a sky blue Ford Mustang single cab. Declan met the car owner in an auto shop. His name is Gary, and he was a friend of Declan's grandfather. Declan and India have been in the same form class, Hodges 7, since Year 9. India is wearing a light sage green dress, very wise India, and Declan is wearing a navy suit which complements India's dress. Annika Kalea and Adam Ward are now arriving in a 1976 red Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Adam is driving in it, and Annika's father is driving it away. Hopefully it'll be in the same condition as it arrived. Wearing all black, they will be making a fashion statement, that's for sure. Lily Blythe and Joe Wilson, arriving in a blue Subaru WRX RS. They have been great friends throughout their high school years, sharing many fun memories. They're very happy to be arriving together, and they're excited and ready to have a good night, and a night to remember at that. Here they come. If they don't get here long enough, it'll be a good morning to remember. They seem to be stuck. I'm hearing stomachs rumbling and I'm hearing lips licking. For those of you who I can hear, the bar will open at 6 p.m. and light refreshments will be served from the tables in the quad after that. Okay. Back to the business at hand. Who we have arriving now are Phoebe Kent and Tristan Mason and a 1975 Holden Monaro sedan. Mike Roses is driving. As you will soon see, Phoebe is wearing a black dress and Tristan is a charcoal grey suit. Very sober wear for such a night of festivity, I'm sure you will agree. Jonathan Davis and Poppy Costello are arriving in a 1979 red Ford Falcon XW. Alex Ryan owns the car. They're arriving in this iconic vehicle. They've been friends since primary school and are looking forward to graduating. Yeah, just reminding everybody that the bar will open at 6 p.m. and light refreshments will be served from the tables in the quad. Our next arrival is Darcy Stevens and Sienna McCallum in a white Ford Fairmont. They've been friends since year 10 when he came to the school. They're happy to be going to the formal together tonight and making memories that will last. Chris, Jasmine Masumba and our school captain Christian Jersey are arriving in a black Mercedes GLE 450. Christian and Jasmine met in grade 7 when they were both in the same form class. Back then, Christian was a lot shorter, and Jasmine, unwisely, could brag that she was a lot taller. She also used to bully him about his voice cracks. I didn't write this. Since then, they've somehow remained friends, participating in different school activities such as the school's production of Little Shop of Horrors. Vivian Raw and Sam Tunisi are arriving in a blue Ford Mustang driven by Tim Smythe. Or Smith. I'm not sure you can pronounce it. My name's Smith, so I'm not sure. Foolish. Vivian and Sam are both members of Hodges House and briefly classmates at the beginning of Year 11. They're both really looking forward to university next year. That might be a polite way of saying they can't wait to leave school, but I wrote that bit, they didn't. Finlay Chilcott and Rihanna Marbo are turning up in what has been described as a classic Toyota Land Cruiser. Now, the word classic has been, my students have called me classic, and I'm of a certain age. Now, that means old. Well, from the looks of the car, it looks better looked after than I am. Rihanna is wearing a bright orange dress, and Finlay a navy blue suit. Arriving in a white Nissan GTR driven by Dean Bodle. Dean, if I got your name wrong there, please forgive me. Ludovan Gray and Jasper Stafford, informally known as Mr. and Mrs. Ludovan. Ludovan is in a gold silk dress, Jasper is in a navy suit. Ludovan and Jasper, once inseparable friends, now grace the floor as a couple. With many hilarious antics like Jasper's infamous mishap with Ludovan's toilet. Too much information. Their Year 8 selves wouldn't believe their eyes. Now, folks, I didn't write this, so no emails to Mr. Kelly, please. Okay? They wrote it. Now appearing on our screens are Charlotte Toe and Madav Vias in a 2021 Ford Mustang Coupe Mark I. Now there's no commentary here, but when you've arrived in such elegance, and as you will see in a moment, in such style, words are not enough. The 1966 Holden SR Silver, driven by Andrew Egos, houses Max Mowat, and Ruby Lane. They've been in Roland together since year 7. They both enjoyed many great moments in Roland and will be sad to leave such an amazing house. I have a suspicion the house leaders have got hold of this text before it got to me and have sort of put their own touches to it. This is something you don't hear every day. Summer Yusuf and Ephraim Anderson are riding in a charcoal grey Ford Mustang. You hear that every day. But Summer and Ephraim are bonded over their love for bingo. They have been besties since this discovery and are excited to share this occasion together. Is that person arriving twice? William McDarragh and Marianthi Theodosio are arriving in a 1998 slate grey Porsche 911 Turbo Type 993. Jason McDarragh is driving it. Informally known as Mr. and Mrs. Marianthi, Mrs. Marianthi is wearing a classic red dress and William a dinner suit. They've been a couple since grade 10. Oh. Looks like we've got Porsches at dawn here. They're meeting on the approach path. However, Charlotte McDara and Kane Rennie are arriving in a 1996 silver Porsche 911 Type 993 Carrera 4S. Oh, the driver's license must be rather packed for space. Kane and Charlie have been great friends since grade 9, and we do teach our students to be honest, and you can't get more honest than this. They can't wait to finish school, and they're looking forward to going to schoolies together. The 1995 white Nissan R33 GTR, approaching by stealth, has Hayden Whaley and Victoria Shamleva on board. Even though Hayden and Victoria are attending the formal together, they actually don't know each other that well, but they're looking forward to getting to know each other after the formal. Wow, I want one of these. Asha Patel and Callan Butterworth are arriving in a 1937 Morris Minor, driven by Sam Patel, Ash's dad. Despite being classmates and friends since year 7, the time we spent as bunkmates on South Passage strengthened this friendship, and they're excited for a night of fun with friends. Naomi Torrey and Zachary Au are arriving in a black Toyota Chaser JZX100, sounds like my password. Naomi and Zach have been friends since they both arrived at Grammar 2 years ago. Through their common interests, roles as prefects, and by sharing half their classes together, their friendship has strengthened. They're arriving in a black Toyota Chaser, which complements both their outfits. Sarah Napier is arriving in a silver Mercedes-Benz CLK 350 convertible. Sarah's been looking forward to this night for many years and is excited to enjoy the night with her friends. She also wanted to thank her mother for getting her the dress of her dreams and for all the support she has given her over the years. And I think this is called a hashtag. I don't do social media. Hashtag best mum for real. Well done. Mr. John Evans, our Director of Hospitality, is driving his 1968 white Buick Electra with Christabel Chan, bookended by Sophie Chan and Sophie Lamb. Here's the quote: "We love each other so much we mixed and matched our birth certificate names." Go figure. How does he drive that billiard table anyway? Whoops. Here we have a classic. Paris Coco Case and Jack Weeks are arriving in a 1954 Chevrolet Impala. Here's the statement, and you can't do better than this: "We have been best friends since birth." Four guesses for working out which house McKinley Orford is in, based on the colour of the car. He and Nagin Jahangiri are arriving in a 1978 Greedon Holden Premier, driven by Rex Keane. You have to be keen to drive that colour. Nagin and Max only met each other at the end of last year, but have hit it off as they planned their formal together. Okay, what we've got is a red 1978 Datsun Skyline Coupe. The driver, I believe, is a past grammarian by the name of Osmo. Georgia Gleason and Ricky Jones are on board. They became close friends during their senior years. Nicola Hitchcock and Miles Sullivan, both international baccalaureate students, arriving in a 1973 Chevrolet Nova Crystal Blue. Nicola is matching that with a light blue dress with black lace, and Miles in a more conservative charcoal grey suit, so as not to take the shine off Nicola's attire. Aidan Malone and Isabel Gowland are arriving in a 1955 black V8 Chevrolet sedan four-door, driven by Aidan's dad. Aidan's dad's keeping an eye on Aidan tonight, I can tell you. Isabel is wearing a pale pink sequin gown with a lace-up back. Aidan and Isabel have been friends since grade 6 and have had many good times. Hopefully tonight will follow suit. We have a couple of classics here. A white Toyota Land Cruiser dual cab, driven by Jackson Doherty, ex-Grammer. Hugo Keys and Ricky Doherty are on board. Ricky is wearing a pink dress and Hugo a black suit. I mean, there's three classics there. You can't do better than that. Who wouldn't want to be Ned Smith tonight? Arriving in a white Plymouth Barracuda, along with Kate Rose. Ned and Kate have been friends since year 7. And also, it's a big happy birthday to Ned. He turns 17 today. Happy birthday, Ned. Now we've seen some red cars tonight, and we've seen some black cars tonight. Here's a red and black one. A 1973 red Ford Falcon XB hardtop, driven by Rod Fun You Can. Now, you know, if you like fun and you can get a car like that, well, you have a name like Red Fun You Can. Nina Jerome and Angus Richardson have been friends since year 7, have been close ever since, both sharing a love for sport, especially running. Kavya Vignaraja and Koi Pham are arriving in a Nissan Pathfinder, the black one, driven by Kavya's dad. Kavya will be wearing a lehenga, I hope I pronounced that correctly, traditional Indian clothing, and Koi will be wearing, according to this, a fashionable suit. I will let you be the judge of that. Tanvi Yadav and David Adebayi are arriving in a 2024 luxury SUV Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. According to what's in front of me here, it's the first in Townsville. David and Tanvi have attended Townsville Grammar together since primary school, where they've been close friends. Many teachers will undergo cardiac arrest to see David actually arriving on time for once. Tanvi, the grammar school owes you a debt of gratitude it can never repay. Maxwell Hanks is arriving in basically something that looks like a Scrabble puzzle. It's a 1985 HDT, I guess that's Holder Dealer Team, VK, SS, I thought they were banned, Group A, Commodore Brock, Navy. The car is a genuine 1985 HDT VK SS Group A Commodore in the number plate TRU 85 and being driven by Maxwell's cousin, Michaela. She won Best Female Driver at Motor Madness 23 and her car has been featured in multiple magazines like Street Machines and Street Commodores. Well done, Maxwell. Almaz Hira and Freya McManus arriving in a Rolls... What the hell? I think I got that wrong. Is this a Rolls Royce Ghost, dark grey? Driving the car is Matt Cole. I didn't get that wrong. Almaz wears a black tuxedo. Tuxedo? I'm getting things wrong here, guys. Whilst Freya dazzles in her stunning blue dress. Their arrival is more than just an entrance. Listen to this. It is a testament to a beautiful year full of excitement, which began under the same glittering lights of last year's formal, where Almaz asked Freya to be his date for this year's event. I mean, gosh, these guys, they should write for Hollywood. Well, as the ghost slowly disappears from our side, we now welcome Eleanor Locke and Dylan Price in a gold 1967 Chevrolet Impala driven by Caitlin Marson. As you will see, Eleanor is wearing a long green dress and Dylan a three-piece tuxedo, the very picture of class and elegance to match his partner. Dylan and Eleanor have been looking forward to this evening and all indications at present suggest that they will not be disappointed. Okay, well, we've had ghosts. Now we've got a super snake. A 2017 Ruby Ford Mustang Shelby Super Snake. Lots of things there. There's a Ruby, there's a Mustang, there's a Super Snake. Hannah Cheng and Kieran Forbes have been in Mrs. Battararo's chemistry class since year 11. Sounds like a report card comment to me. However, let's hope they have an enjoyable evening tonight. Mia Jane Griffiths and Daniel Moore arriving in a black Audi Q5 Sportback. According to the text in front of me, they have been friends since grade 7. And there's some hashtag thing here, I'll just read it out. BFF''S. I don't think you need an apostrophe there. It's not possessive, nor is it a contraction. But BFFS for life, exclamation mark. Okay, the car with the somewhat disturbing number plate of Yo Cat is turning up with Loda Lachute and Lane Scott on board. It's a Mercedes AMG GLCS colour, hammer-tone grey. I feel like I work for Pickering's here. Danny King is driving, and our two friends are friends from grade 1 in Miss Gray's class. I mentioned a cat before. Well, if your car had lights on it underneath, like this one that's approaching, an 86 GTR modified black, There's no way the cat would fall asleep under it at night and get run over in the morning. This is Minyoung Oh and Bharat Boskurt, two students in my class. Minyoung is going to be wearing a traditional Korean dress that has actually important significance to her. Minyoung and Bharat have known each other for 9 years. And get this, folks, they used to dislike each other when they were younger, but now they're formal partners. So please look for any subtle body language indicators that suggest any underlying issues. Couple of Australian classics are roaring up the drive as I speak. Emily Moore and Mac Flegler in a 1966 white cream HR Holden Special, driven by David Douglas. Emily and Mac are great mates. They always have a good laugh. Please welcome them. Bodie Johnson and Julia Fulton are in a 1966 red Ford Mustang. Many classics today, and the Mustang Car Collectors Club is doing really well tonight. Bodie and Julie have been friends since grade 9. They've enjoyed their time together in White House, and they're going to miss it next year. Johansi Vimalesh and Jet Dawson were arriving in a deep aqua blue Camaro, then a black Mercedes, but now they've settled at last on a green Mercedes. Jet or at least was wearing a grey charcoal grey suit with a pink tie to complement Johansi's dress. Jet has fond memories of working with Johans in early drama classes. Not quite sure what's going on. Okay, we're cooking with gas. Sophie Brewer and Joshua Kuat are arriving in a silver Ford Mustang. And this is a little bit different. In their own words, here we are. We are Mrs. Russell's favourite students. Brackets. Mrs. Russell is one of our wonderful English teachers. Close brackets. I hope Mrs. Russell didn't write that. Mia Vivian and Jackson Lawty are arriving in a 2003 Cosmo Purple VY Commodore with the unsettling number plate of PRPLSS. Jackson made Mia feel very loved and welcomed when she first moved to grammar and boarding. We have been inseparable ever since. Caitlin Halfpenny and Liam Clements are arriving in a 2015 grey Land Rover Defender. In my IB class, Liam is usually a man of very few words, and he certainly put very few words on to my commentary here. I will just let you be the judge of their vehicle and their appearance. Amali Birch and Dylan Carey are arriving in a 1976 white Pontiac Grand Le Mans, making its grammar debut. That's something to look forward to in years to come, no doubt. They both started their Townsville Grammar journey in pre-PEP in 2011. They're happy to be attending the senior formal together as proud members of the best form class, Roland 5. Now, Michaeli McBaker and Daniel McConaughey are arriving in a green Ford Falcon HO, one as the number plate, a HO. I have no text here to supplement the information I've already provided you, but when you are arriving in a classic like this, words are superfluous, are they not? Now here's a real mouthful. Group of lads here, Harry Dalton Kirby with Connor Anderson racing, Ryan Jarvis, Kieran Bartlett, arriving in an XW GT Ford Falcon, and the colour is greeny yellow. I'm pretty sure that wasn't written by the dealer or the owner. Now there's no text accompanying this because I think they ran out of space on the page, but looks like the boys are going to have a good time, and it's all started with the arrival in this beautiful car of theirs. Greeny yellow. Really, guys? Couldn't you have done any better than that? Wow, this black Chrysler 300C SRT8 is whooshing up the drive with its Hemi 14 number plate glittering in the darkness. Yamundi Bandara and Harry Lashmar are on board. They've got fond memories of Year 8 Japanese. Yamundi is wearing a traditional Sri Lankan Kandiyan sari. Sorry about the pronunciation, but that's what's looking at me here on the page. And Harry is wearing the suit his father wore to his formal. One of the most rewarding aspects of functions like this is the witnessing of personal development and emotional growth in our students from grade 7 to 12. Jasmine McCann and Luke Ferguson are no different in their 1965 white Mustang Coupe. Here's their own words. From enemies in year 7 to formal partners in year 12. Who knows what the future holds for this lovely couple? Wow, hear that thing roar. Oh yeah. Wow. What's this? Looks like they're having a bit of trouble with this car. 480 horsepower or something and 4 people. Looks like someone stole Guy Sebastian's car here, but then again, when your last name is Carr, Lachlan, you've got to choose something pretty special. It's a white Gatsby Roadster Cabriolet, and he with Naomi Tukash are arriving, driven by Dr. Thang. Naomi, as you will see, is wearing a beautiful princess-style royal blue dress, and Lachlan, the smooth dude that he is sporting a sleek dark navy suit. Make sure you return Guy's car in the same condition that you borrowed it, guys. Someone have to get on the front of that car and push it back. Okay, Monat LOA is arriving in a Holden Monaro maroon colour. Are you aware that if you rearrange the letters of maroon, you also get Monaro? Okay, I need to get out more. Monette arrives tonight wearing a light blue sparkly dress. Please welcome her. At Townsville Grammar School, we believe in helping each other, and tonight's formal is no different. For the second time this evening, another lovely couple are receiving a bit of an assistance. In this case, a red MG driven by Bede Harding. Grace Harding and Kingsley Cameron, known informally as the Amazing Grace and Mr. Grace. They have been good friends since grade 8 and they feel lucky to be able to spend a special night together. I hope the driver of the car feels lucky to be able to get home as well. It's time for a little bit of machismo with a muscle car pushing aside all opposition as it climbs the steep slope up to the top of the quadrangle. Anaru Malyar, Mr. Malyar, and Lily McClelland are in a silver Chevrolet Chevelle. Anaru and Lily have been friends since year 7. They decided for today to have a blue theme for their attire after changing their minds several times. Go figure. And the struggles of finding the right car at the last minute. Now here we are. Rejoice. Now that's what I call a car. It's not 11. What's... Oh. Okay, we've got a really cool number plate cruising up the thing now, the driveway now. It's a Flynn Hunter and Alyssa Curtis arriving in a 61 EKK Holden, driven by Alyssa's grandfather, Gene Curtis. They started high school in the same grade 7 class. They've shared a love for music throughout the years. She is wearing a sparkling red dress and Flynn is matching with a red tie. Unique Kenobi and Harry Lancuba are in a black 2021 Audi RS7. They've been friends since year 4 and they both look forward to the formal and hanging out with each other and their friends at schoolies later on in the year. Have a good night, guys. Daniel Hopper is approaching. He's in a 2006 Mercedes-Benz CLK 350. I feel like a car dealer or a salesman. Now, I have no words here. I have no words to describe this arrival. Now, literally, I have no words. He didn't provide any. But Mr. Hopper is a showstopper. By that I mean he's the last one. We don't have any more cars being pushed up the driveway. We don't have any more Guy Sebastian cars being stolen or ones that look like the Pink Panther drove them to work every day. It's the end of the show, folks, as they used to say. That's all. Now, at 7 p.m, our Year 12 cohort, well, it's a bit after 7, isn't it? You guys got here late. They have their photo on the steps of Schoolhouse before departing for the formal. If you are one of those people who listen to your body when it speaks to you, you'll be relieved to know that your toilets are located in the middle school plaza. And it's time for a few announcements, I think. I hope I'm not upstaging Mr. Barrett here. He'll let me know on Monday when I get a pink slip. Special thank you to the following staff for their efforts in organising this event tonight. Mrs. Naomi Minturn, Mrs. Susan Case, Mrs. Julie Plath. The heads of house, we've heard from them by proxy, from the students who've all said how great their houses were. I'm fairly certain they've got in there and edited those comments. They are Mrs. Crystal King, Mrs. Kelly McBean, she's going to make me pay for this next term, Mrs. Carla Wayers, Mr. Andrew McKinnon, Mr. Shane Orford and the maintenance staff, the dudes who set this thing up for you in your comfort, Mr. Corby Green, who's sitting in the next room there listening to everything I say and with the finger on the cut-off button, Mr. Jason Curtis and the IT staff, the same ones who can cut off my internet access. And finally, thank you to our principal, Mr. Timothy Kelly, for hosting this evening for the cohort and their families. There will be other announcements. The valet car service and photography management was provided by Year 11 students Wayne Canoti, William Smith and Oscar Caniato. And that's all, folks, from me. Thank you.